Starting the recording.
Okay. I got play now, though I can't pay attention to you. No more. No more.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys were in the middle of battle, and we're just going to pick up there. Azariah, you are first.
Yeah. Fun. I love being first when I don't remember. I don't know. Where am I?
Basically, you're right next to one of the two zombies. You guys were exploring this town. Previously, you just got there. And you guys, this is the first house you guys went to, so you really didn't miss much. You're just in the middle of combat.
Okay, sweet. Am I like right up next to him?
Yep.
Is Elewyn flanking that I get any sneak attack damage?
Elewyn is not flanking. Elewyn would need to be like here for you to get the flank.
Well, your sneak attack just says
5
if
feet,
they have
right?
an adjacent enemy.
There you go. Yeah. So you don't have flanking, but you do get sneak attack. So you don't get advantage, but you do get the sneak attack damage. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna get him with my. I got a short sword still.
Short sword.
I still have one. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Short sword.
my short sword.
Cool.
Rude.
That's 14.
14 hits.
Oh,
They're pretty easy to hit.
it's my short sword. I haven't used a short sword in so long.
1d6 plus 4. Sneak attack is extra 2d6.
Give me the extras. Oh, there they are.
Oh, Mandy just texted.
Ooh, get on here, girl.
She says she's up. No worries. This is just a basic battle, so we'll let her
get up to speed.
11.
11 damage. All right, that's a good
Nice.
chunk hit.
Yeah.
On that zombie.
Yeah.
Okay. What else would you like to do? Anything else? Oh wait.
Does it do its
Make
pop?
a Elewyn and Azariah need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna reroll here.
Plus 0.
Oh, 18.
Uh,
Or Elewyn, I'm sorry.
I rolled a 4.
No.
Okay. Azariah, you stab with your sword through the gut, and you pull it out and you spin around so the ash doesn't come to your mouth. Elewyn's just sitting there and just gets a puff right in the face. Elewyn, you have disadvantage on saving throws. Attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for a minute. You can repeat this at the end of your turn to resist, popping out the ash and whatnot. Let me invite her.
I can what? What'd you say?
Reroll your save to pass.
Gotcha.
Okay. Paul, I'm sorry, is there anything else you want to do? You have a second attack movement?
It's gonna do it to me again. I might as well. It ain't gonna solve anything for me to run. I'll stab him again.
Okay, go ahead.
My cord's in the way. That's why again?
What?
Short sword.
Short sword? You mean your dagger?
No. I want to stab him with my short sword again.
Do you have 2 short swords?
I think I have one.
So you got
does it stay in him?
your offhand attack has your other hand.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So dagger.
Yeah, I'll
plus
dagger him.
6.
Because it's 16.
It's actually similar damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. I think for your offhand, though, it's only a d4, and you don't add your dex. Because you don't have 2 weapon fighting. So it's only a d4.
Right.
My d4 was hiding. I found him.
Huh?
My d4 was hiding.
Oh.
It blended in with another die. 3 points.
All right, 3 more points of damage.
Does the offhand? Oh, right. Sneak attack is once per turn, so you can't use it twice. So
correct.
So it's just my 3. That's why I didn't.
All right. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna dip out of there.
All right.
Probably just like one space behind that corner.
Okay. As you move away, the zombie is going to attack you. It gets a. Where's its attacks? 19 to hit. I assume that hits. It hurts you for 7 damage, max damage.
Fine.
7 bludgeoning as it takes his hand and just it's just the weight of the arm, but there's bony protrusions, and he just hits you on the shoulder as you duck around the corner.
Hey. Rude.
Can someone else try and invite Mandy? I tried and apparently did not work well. Actually, she's on her phone. All right, I'll get her. All right, Paul, you're up, sir.
I think. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. Okay. Is that a wisdom save?
That one. It is.
Okay. It made a 13. Wisdom is 0. So 13?
13 passes.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Next up is Rav. Give me one second. Let me just get this link out to her. God.
That's what
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
Oh, good. She's in.
Welcome.
Oh, I've been here for a minute.
Oh. Okay. You ready to play? It's actually your turn.
Okay, where are we at?
We're at Thundertree, fighting zombies.
Yep, you're up against. You have one zombie right ahead of you, and Elewyn and Azariah are fighting another zombie kind of on the other side of the house.
Alright, let's get some guys out. I'm gonna roll with my staff again.
Okay.
A 4 ain't gonna do shit.
Okay, 4 plus.
3, 7.
7 just misses. You almost hit him. No, you have more than that. For your staff, it should be Dex plus proficiency.
So 2 plus, what's your Dex modifier, Mandy?
Oh, my proficiency. Okay, well, my dex is 3.
So it's 2 plus, it's 3 plus 2 then, so plus 5. So it'd be 9 to hit.
Where do you get that?
When you use a weapon that you're proficient in, you add your proficiency to the attack, and you're proficient with staffs. So it'd be your Dex plus proficiency. So it'd be a 9, which does hit.
Okay, alright. And then I get 1d8 from tile. Yes. And it's 6.
6 damage?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution save for me, please.
14.
14. Okay, you pass. Very good. Anything else you want to do? Do you want to move away? Do you want to just stay there?
This guy excludes with melee hits, right?
Right.
make a Constitution save. It doesn't really matter.
You passed it.
Oh.
They go poof if you hit them with magic.
All right. Well, can I do Fist of Fury or whatever?
Yeah, you want to do the second attack with
Yep.
your bonus action? Okay, go ahead. Roll the hit.
14.
14 hits. Roll your damage.
All right. Unarmed 1d4. I did a 1.
1. All right. And did you want to use a key point to do another unarmed attack? Or do you want to save your key point?
I got 3 of them.
It's up to you.
He's got to be about dead by now, right?
He's looking all right.
He's looking all right?
Yeah.
Key point. All right. 16
16
plus
hit.
19. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Another
Both those
D4.
hit
I did 3.
Woo!
3 damage. All right. Do you want to move, or are you gonna stay put?
I shall get into defensive mode. I shall squat.
Okay. All right. And next up is going to be Elewyn.
Question, DM. You said I have disadvantage on attack, saves, and skill checks.
Ability checks, correct? Yep.
Ability checks. Okay. So, him making a Wisdom save on a spell, I would have no disadvantage or anything like that.
That is
Taking
correct.
action, correct? Okay. All right then. So I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on this loser. I'm gonna say, "Go back to where you came from." So he needs to make a Wisdom save.
He rolls a 10.
That does not pass.
Okay, he goes, oh.
Oh. And he takes 2 psychic damage.
All right.
Oh.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
And then as a bonus action, I will play the little dirge, the do 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 do, and hope it inspires Tindalos.
Are you using your bonus action to?
Yeah, that's bardic inspiration.
Okay. All right. Cool. Tindalos, you are up.
So inspired.
You are inspired, so you can add a D6 to an attack roll or ability check, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. I fling some goo from my hands at this orange zombie.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
16 plus 5.
Definitely hits. Then roll your damage.
Alright, let's go 10 damage.
10 damage. Oh, wow. All right. You blast the goo out, and all that ash that had all the ash that had puffed out from its body is solidified into this sloppy, muddy mess as it crawls into the cavities of his bones, and he collapses to the ground, and your goop just starts crawling back towards you. Elewyn, go ahead and give me another Constitution save to see if you cough out all the ash at the end of your turn. And Tindalos, is there anything
15.
else? Okay, you're no longer having those disadvantages.
Nice.
I was gonna say,
Tindalos.
if I burp him, but I wasn't.
Oh, hold on, actually. Yeah, zombie is down, then he stays down.
Woo!
Alright, I'm going to run back to... Oh, assuming this...
Count your steps.
You have 10 minutes, by the way, to use that inspiration, and it's any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, nice.
30 feet. There we go. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. Next up is dead ash zombie. He can do nothing. The other ash zombie right in front of Rav is going to make an attack. Rolls in at 1. It goes back to the top of the round, which is Azariah.
Are those doors? Like,
This
do
is
they
a
link
door.
and link?
And that's a door.
Okay. I mean, I don't have probably that much, but I could at least head that way.
And this is a big window right next to you. And that's a window. And that's a window. That's a window. That's a window.
I'd prefer
It only
to-
takes 25 feet to get there.
Yeah, you could get up to
I
the
could get
zombie
up
if you
to-
want.
Okay. Go up to the zombie. And.
Oh, no, you can move me over there if you want.
I looked up hotkeys. I'm trying to mess with them.
Oh, I'm gonna just go with the short sword again.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
What'd you
Zoomed in on you.
Zombie.
do? Oh, I looked cool. Dang it.
That's a cool looking zombie too.
Oh, shit. What is that? 6 or 9?
That's a 6.
You rolled a 6 total, or is
Plus 6.
12.
12 hit?
Oh.
Roll that damage.
She has a +6 to hit.
That's why I like
Jeez
it,
Louise.
okay?
No, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's just crazy.
And is
18
Round
dex.
close enough to have my sneak attack still? I can't tell if she's 5 or not.
Yeah, she's within 5.
She was just punching it, so.
Well, right now my figure's really big and I can't see much of it. There we go, I can see now. 11 again.
All right. Okay. And this thing is on death's door, but is still alive.
Oh, can I disengage?
You can. Yeah, you want a bonus action disengage?
Yeah.
Okay. How much movement do you have? 30?
35.
That's
So
Okay.
I've got 5 left.
10 left. It was only 25.
Yeah, I just wanted to back over more towards the door. Get away
Where?
from him. Yeah.
Or you can go out the door.
No, I'll stay by the door. Close enough that if I want to.
Okay. Paul, you are up.
This time I'll do Ward of Radiance on the zombie.
Ooh.
Okay.
So bright.
That's a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Each creature of my choice that I can see within range. So yes.
He rolled. Total is 15.
Ooh.
He passes.
Okay.
Dang it.
Anything else?
Not really. I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
Okay. All right, Rav, you are up.
Alright. How far am I away from the zombie?
From the zombie, you're right next to it still.
Okay.
And you're squatting. Slap squat.
Oh, let's fit with this dude. Alright, 15!
Ooh.
15 hits, and it only has 1 health, so you just pop it.
Disintegrates.
Go ahead and roll damage though, real quick.
Alright. That is a 2.
2. So you pop it, and it goes down to the ground, and it looks like it's dead, but then it starts to rise again.
This bitch.
Wise from young slave.
Do you want to
Okay.
attack it again?
Well, yeah, I think I can kick it in the face this time. I don't know.
Sure.
Kick it in the face.
Double tap.
Roll to hit.
Yes, 14.
All right, roll damage again.
Fucking motherfucker, stay down. 4.
4. All right, it goes down, and
Now I
It
get
is.
sick this time.
it is gone.
Yay. And there's much rejoicing.
There's much rejoicing. Okay. As quiet overtakes this ruined wooded area, you guys are free to move about as you wish. What would you guys like to do?
I want, yeah, I want to go inside here and search this room.
Cool. Yeah, you look around this room. It looks like it is a kitchen with brewer vats, huge wooden ton stands, and there's a faint smell of yeast that permeates the air, but the ale is long gone.
Oh,
Mm.
rude.
As you search the east side of the building, it appears to be a common room. Where are my notes? It's an old common room with some chairs and some tables. Looks like this was an old brew house.
Will investigating anything in here yield anything, or is this pretty much cut and dry?
You can try.
Yeah, sure. I will investigate the brewing equipment in this kitchen room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
That would be a 7.
7? Yeah, you look around, a lot of, like, there's some tools and stuff. As you pick them up, they kind of crumble in your hand. You don't find anything of use in here.
I pour one out for the homies.
Is there
Anyone else?
Is there any indication on these zombies of why they're up and walking around and not dead in their graves?
Do you think somebody could toss detect magic?
You can, if you want to try and cast detect magic, you can. You can, I mean, use any spell you want, obviously. If you want to just look over their body, you can do a religion check or a medicine check. Anyone who's interested.
All right, let me find out if they got any eldritch religion keeping them undead.
Yeah.
And I'd say with a party this large, I'll allow you guys to make 2 checks on an individual thing. So, like, if someone else wanted to look with Elewyn, they can roll or give Elewyn advantage. If someone wants to look with Tindalos, they can give Tindalos advantage or look themselves. But we're not going to just let all 5 of you make individual rolls on it. So, yeah, Tindalos, go ahead and roll whatever looking into the zombies.
All right, I got an 11 religion check.
Okay. Is anyone going with Tindalos to look?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go with him.
Okay, you can roll a religion or medicine check, your choice. What did you roll, $10?
11.
For religion?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you look over the bodies. You've not had a lot of experience with the undead. You're not sure. It does look a little different than what that mage at the tower had, zombie-wise. They do look older, more decrepit. You're not sure how this the origin of these zombies might have came to be. Or sorry, what did you roll?
Was I doing religion as well?
It's up to you.
Religion or medicine? Whatever you feel
Probably all
better
the
at.
same. Yeah, it's all the same. It's worse than his anyways. It's 9.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you gather about the same. You guys are talking as you're looking around and come to the same conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have the town. You can zoom out and kind of look all over. I think one person use their icon to kind of move the rest of the party, and we'll move you once we need to. Who's going to take the lead walking through the town? I think previously is Tindalos, if I remember.
I'll take
or
the
maybe
lead.
Elewyn. Okay.
I don't even know
All right.
where we
So we came in here from the northwest.
Oh, okay.
Can DM? I believe Paul earlier pinged locations of zombies or something like that. He did like an undead check.
Yeah.
That were in this building.
Yeah, it was only this building.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was something like over in the middle of the forest or something too.
Nope.
I think that was because it was a limited range.
Okay.
I believe you had about 60 feet, maybe, or 30 feet, which I think covered
60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah, I mean, so it was a very large area.
Where are we trying to go?
I just couldn't remember if you had pinged
There's the
any in like these trees off to our east.
statue there.
I think he covered like this entire area,
Okay.
like all
Is
four of
that
these
where
buildings.
zombies usually
Gotcha.
hide, is in the trees?
I don't know.
What?
So, what say you guys that let's move down the path, and I'm sure we'll notice off to our right as we come to that fork that there's another less ruined building.
Okay, so we're move your icon down to where you're wanting to go explore to, I guess.
Yeah, heading that way. Oh, somebody else is moving.
Well, Rav was leading, right?
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
Can I put Monty in my backpack?
Yes, you and Monty can
Sweet. We're gonna be in the back.
hang out.
All right. So you guys all move down, and are you exploring that building, or are you continuing south?
This ruined building is what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to this. I mean, sure, peek your head. Anything good?
I think in my head.
Okay. Let's see. The winds and weather have done their work here. These ruins are side-by-side cottages. Look as though they might have been homes of prosperous shopkeepers or well-off farmers in their time. All that remains are collapsed walls and piles of debris. Several young trees have grown in the middle of these buildings in the midst of the ruins. So
Okay.
by looking in here, you can gather that no one's inhabited this town for a long time for trees to actually sprout and be fully grown. Let me see.
I report my findings to the rest of the group.
Give me a perception check, if you would.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay. You needed that because I rolled a 19. You see that there are these little mounds of twigs and leaves and sticks that are rustling and moving.
I'm sorry.
You're not
Cool.
exactly sure what they are, but they're rustling up, and it looks like they're kind of slowly crawling towards you.
Okay. I try and duck down, hide behind the wall. I exit the building, and I tell the crew.
Give me a stealth check.
Ooh.
Are they moving within the building or down the path?
They're inside the building perimeter.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
23.
Dang, okay. Yeah, they don't see you. You're not wearing any sort of armor that gives you disadvantage, are you?
Yeah, correct. I'm not wearing
Okay.
light armor.
Cool. All right, yeah, so these creatures don't appear to see you, but you saw maybe 5, 6, 7.
And they seem like twig creatures. Is that correct, or something?
Yeah, they're
Like some
little,
sort of
little twig
okay.
creatures.
Tweets.
Some of them have sprouts of bushes of like leaves off of different appendages.
Okay.
No discernible face, but sticks are kind of like arms and legs. You kind of saw them moving in a humanoid type fashion.
Gotcha. So I am hidden outside the group. I whisper. I guess Paaaul and Tindalos are closest to me, and I say, "Hey guys, there's something moving in there. I don't know. It's some sort of like stick creature or something like that. I don't know. I've never come across anything like this. Have you guys ever seen anything?"
No, stick creature. What?
I don't know. It was like it was a part animal, part tree or something. It was
Oh, boy.
strange.
Did they call him out?
Sorry, go ahead.
Or they stayed inside?
He was able to duck out.
Oh,
I'm
they
out.
didn't- okay.
Yeah, he didn't see me, and I'm outside of the ruins, the ruin wall.
So maybe we don't go towards the enemies?
Sounds
I
like
will
stuff.
I will also say that as you were scanning the area, the moment you were in there, in the northwest corner, you did see a small chest that was covered by brush with that perception.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna go back in.
Here we go.
I suppose. So I asked the group if anybody's encountered anything like that. Would there be any reason that we would be able to check
Do it
nature or
is-
anything, or
History,
But that gives me
intelligence.
an advantage.
I don't think any of y'all would have come across it in any of your previous adventures or anything like that, or walks of life.
But
okay. And then I also let the group know that I did see a chest in there. So,
Ooh.
Sharing is caring. Let's
wonder
go
what's in it.
explore.
I need to know.
Let's
y'all going in?
I'm not yet.
there's 7 of them. Do we really need to possibly enter ourselves more by going through this town?
For a chest?
What if
That
there's
possibly has nothing?
what if
Very
there's
possible.
bountiful knowledge to be had?
Read a book.
Yeah, maybe there's a book in there. Good idea. Let's
My
go.
God.
Casting detect magic is a ritual. How long does that take?
10 minutes. I think
10 minutes. Oh, okay.
I mean, I got 10 minutes to figure
So
out.
I let them know where I saw them. I saw them up against kind of this west side, right?
They were
The
kind
wall?
of all over the entire, like,
Okay.
kind of along the walls and perimeters, and
Okay.
there's like 1 or 2 in the middle of the room. They're just like all over.
Okay.
All right, fine. Let's move on. There looks to be a more intact building to the south.
All right. Let's move.
Okay, you guys make your way down to.
Making our way downtown, walking fast.
Boop.
Get shot with a black.
No, we're not singing that version. We're not.
Okay.
Gra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
No, don't start it.
That's the silencer.
This small house appears to be in better condition than the rest.
No, wait.
The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands, and thick shutters protect the windows.
Oh,
Well, they protected something.
hey, knock on the door.
Okay.
Doesn't someone have like mage hand where they can knock just in case it's trapped?
I mean, I do have mage hands.
I mean, Rav, you said okay. Are you knocking?
You already said okay, Rev. Then
I want to enter stealth mode and sneak around to this window. I know you said it's shuttered, right?
It is shuttered.
Okay. But I wanna
What's
do
your
that.
stealth?
I have a good amount.
How many
Do I need to
stealth
roll, DM?
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Yes.
sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
14.
14. Okay. All right. You stealth around the corner. You're heading towards. That.
If she's knocked, right?
Have I not?
Have you knocked?
Now you're going to. I still want to.
Where is she?
All right, then I'm knocking.
All right. You knock on the door, and there's a brief pause.
I'm gonna
There's
stand
silence.
here. Where would you like to go?
Hello.
I'm still in the back.
Somebody answered.
Be polite. Say hi back.
Oh, this is Lucy. Hello, Leroy Jenkins. Is anybody home?
They responded.
You hear you hear a few locks and like a piece of wood being lifted from the door, and you can tell the door is no longer taut, and it opens outward towards you. And before you see a elven man with leather armor, a shell pauldron with feathers coming off of it, a headband around his head, long hair braided back behind him, very long, exaggerated elfin ears. His eyes are emerald green, and he has leather bracelets around his wrist and a tattoo on his right arm. And
Daddy!
he opens the door briefly, and he says, "Yes. How can I help you?"
Okay.
Sir.
Hunting down to go back her up, by the way.
It's good to meet you, Rodolph, I presume.
Radolf, yes.
I am
That is-
Tindalos.
And he says he kind of looks around more behind you as he sees, I guess, the four of you. Takes a curious eye at the goblin, and he says, "Well, why don't you come in? It's probably safer to discuss in here." And
Elewyn
he
comes around the
opens.
corner.
He clocks you quickly, but then just kind of keeps scanning the area, and he says, "Please come in." And he opens the door and then walks inside.
All right, let's go.
I want to stay at the door.
Here.
Like the direct.
just
I want
inside.
everyone else in, and I want to be at the entrance.
Okay, so yeah, you walk in, and you see inside the house. Oh boy, give me a second. He just gestures towards two chairs that are there. There's a table in the middle of the room. There's a setup on a table on the other end of different clay pots, and a fireplace that is not currently lit, with a cauldron hanging over it with a metal spindle that spins it over the fire. And he gestures towards you, says, "Please make yourself comfortable however you can. What can I help you with?"
Can I
And he just kind of leans back against the wall.
can I survey the place and see if it looks like more than just him lives there?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
10. Great. Awesome.
And you can't really gather if anyone else is there, or if it's just him.
Yeah.
What does insight give me?
Do what? Say again.
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you trying to discern using your insight? If he's legit.
That's I'm Elewyn, like maybe if I can kind of use my past history about the knowledge to kind of figure out where he came from.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
What his shield might be.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight, sure.
Okay, I got 13.
13. Kind of looking around, you think that he's a man of the woods. You're not exactly sure what brought him here. Most of it, you do take notice that he has mainly leather armor, wooden weaponry. He doesn't have any like swords or knives, or any metal of any sort.
There's no insignia popping out to me of what clan he might be from or nothing.
Not with that roll, no.
Does anyone know what his tattoo is? Like, does anyone recognize what it is?
Yeah, that's a neat tattoo you got there. Does it represent anything?
Not that insight roll, no.
Oh, damn.
Does anyone else want to roll an insight on that?
Are you, Kyle? Are you
Sure, I'll roll insight.
I don't want to make any. I want to ask.
6.
Better than any of us.
6 does not. Yeah.
Yield many clues.
Yeah, it doesn't give you much.
Let's go to the stairs with the dude.
I'll sit down.
Okay.
I'm still at the entrance. I'm staying.
All right. No problem. And he just asked. He's like, "What brings you to my temporary quarters here?"
Well, lots of things. We hear there's lots of zombies, and we met a few of them around here. Are they causing you any issues?
Yes, I am. I'm attempting to keep the balance of nature. These zombies are natural and need to be dealt with. However, there are many of them, so I I've learned to avoid them as best as possible while trying to bring nature back to this city.
Yeah, speaking of nature, we also apparently came across some walking trees up in that building just north.
Yes, they're blight. They're blights that come on this city, and I'm not sure their purpose, but they are hungry creatures of the woods. They consume um, anything they can get their hands on. I would be very careful.
Oh, good thing we didn't go in there, guys.
Rudolph, you said? Rudolph. Do you know where these zombies are coming from? Why is this? Has this always been a problem, or is it a new thing, or what's going on?
Well, I travel the lands and try and bring order and peace back to where it has fallen. This land is recent, or has been this way before I arrived. Part of my investigation is to figure out the origin of these creatures and rid them of this city.
The only reason why you came out here?
Well, I have also learned that there's a dragon that has taken that tower on the top of the hill as his home. Dragons are encroaching on our land from the north and the far east. There have not been many dragons here on the Sword Coast for some time. I am trying to find a way of ridding of him as well.
So this dragon is not a friendly character to us, then.
No, he goes by the name of Venom Thing, and I believe he has some followers in this town somewhere. They wear black cloaks and masks that have dragon-esque features on it. They've been a pain. I'm not sure how they've avoided the zombies and the twig blights and the spiders that roam this area, but
Radolf, my friend, have you considered that maybe all of these things are interconnected?
Well, of course, yes, that is my job. The spiders are quite natural. Twig blights and zombies, I believe, are connected in some way, but I think the dragon is separate. Simply finding a home where he can roost and lay his treasure. That is what they do.
But what are these followers and these cultists that follow him? Perhaps they could be propagating these zombies, these issues that you're having.
It's possible. I've not come in contact with them one-on-one, so it's possible that they are causing this blight. This
by yourself,
right?
And, who sent you here to all of this?
I have those above me that sent me here.
what is your clan?
Like a higher power, Radolf?
No, there's people I answer to, but they do answer to a higher power eventually.
And who are those people?
Those people are for me to know. I see no reason to share that information with you. Is there something you need from me? I am
We're
quite
here
busy.
to investigate the dragon ourselves. I mean, why not together?
Elewyn says, yes, Radolf, it seems that a lot of our goals are really mutual, and I think that we could help each other out here. We too are interested in this dragon. We believe it might have some knowledge that will help us solve some issues we're dealing with in Phandelver.
You're such a pregnant cat.
He says, yes, Phandelver, I know a few people there. Edermath is an old colleague of mine. Him and I used to run about together for some time.
Yeah, of course. We are well acquainted with him.
He's a good man. We're here basically.
I guess I'm still kind of wondering why your group sent you out here by yourself, though.
Well, it is part of my charge. It is what we do. We go out to places that are overgrown with plague and blight and seek to bring it down.
So you're healers?
By yourself?
Yes, healers of the land. Yes, by yourself.
So I heard a rumor.
A dragon by yourself?
Well, I have not come face to face with the dragon yet. There are other problems. That is just one of many.
I heard
So,
that somebody here knows the location of Cragmaw Castle. Would that be you?
Yes, I know the location of Cragmaw.
Could
Do
you
you?
go ahead and mark it on a map for us?
Yes, and he kind of walks towards you, expecting a map.
Anybody got a map?
Do you have one?
I thought one of us
I'm
did.
a map. I'm a map.
We had one. Could you just tell us about whereabout it is?
Oh yes, if you actually head back towards Phandelver, it's essentially directly north of there by oh about 25, 30 miles. It's in the deep Neverwinter woods. From here, it's about 35 miles southeast. It's essentially directly between here and Phandelver, slightly east, deep in the woods.
what do you know about it?
It was a castle ran by people many years ago, similar to whenever this town was up and running. It has four towers. There's a clearing around it. It's surrounded by cliffside. Used to be a large keep held by powerful people. It eventually got overran back when the orcs ravaged this land 1,000 years ago. I'm not sure who inhabits it today. That is eventually one of the places I will go to help bring the balance of nature to.
So Radolf, what are your pressing needs here? You said you haven't spoken with the dragon because there's other things that you need to do first. Do you mind filling us in? Like I said, I feel like we have a lot of mutual goals, and we could be an asset to one another.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this dragon needs to go. Essentially, I mean, that is one of my end goals. I'm not sure how I'd achieve it. And he looks over towards Rav, alone. My immediate goals are to handle the Twig Lights, try and communicate with these large spiders. They're quite dangerous and not willing to talk, but I think with proper negotiation, something might come to an arrangement. And I do want to look into these cultists. I'm not sure where they are.
I point over to Azariah. I told you there'd be a scooter.
Just because you're
So Radolf, have you scouted the area very well? Do you know where these spiders and these blights and these zombies are?
Um, I have scanned most of the west part of the city. Again, being alone, I'm not able to simply walk out in the
Sure.
open. I am extremely cautious and take my time. I've been watching the buildings. I have watched over the course of a couple days to see if anyone is going in and out aside from just these creatures. I know that
Join us on our quest.
I will not be. No, I'm sorry. That is
Join
not
us.
my calling. I'm happy to supply you with information, but I have my own things I must tend to. I'm not bound to just this city either.
Owen says we cleared out some zombies in this northernmost building in the town, the first intact building we came to, and then we did look into this building to the north of us, and that's where we saw some of those tree creatures. Do you have experience with them yourself, or know of any strategies that would be conducive to taking them down in a safe manner?
Yes, I actually have come in contact with these creatures. They're quite vicious. They don't seem to understand death. They simply go until either they have eaten you and conquered the battle, or until they are dead. But these creatures, let me see.
path that we could take that we wouldn't encounter any of these creatures?
Well, most of the creatures, take refuge in these various buildings. If you're wanting to go in and attack them and destroy them, I know that they are plants by nature. I believe they come from evil origins. And of course, fire will injure them quite strongly. And he kind of puffs up a flame in his hand and then quenches it.
Fireball.
So I don't know much else about their nature, but they often roam in large packs.
One more thing. Do you happen to know where the urban alchemy shop would be here in this town?
He
Jesus.
says,
Are you really looking for an urban outfitters right now? Oh, urban alchemy.
He says, I've done some preliminary searches. I believe it is to the east. I'm not sure which building. He says, like I've said, I've checked the buildings to the west. And he says, across the way is a farmhouse. And just north of that is an old store, but both of those are inhabited by those giant spiders.
Ooh.
Great.
Well,
Yeah,
Radoff,
Does
what's
anybody-
next on your to-do list, my friend?
Hey,
I plan to travel into the woods and see if I can find more information regarding the origin of these blights and zombies. I came across a arcane circle of some sort that looked to be necromantic in nature. See if I can track that back. I need to, like I said, take care of the issues in this small town. Eventually, I'll make my way to Cragmaw Castle, to the Wave Echo Cave. I need to go to
Wave Echo Cave.
Canaberry. There's plenty of.
Tell us more about this Wave Echo Cave. We've heard that before.
you've
What about it?
You said you're making your way there.
Yes,
You know where Wave Echo Cave is?
I've been there. Yes.
Are you sure
How
you don't want to
did
just
you find it?
let us follow you?
I will tell you what, if you take care of this dragon problem for me, the 5 of you, I can take you to Wave Echo Cave. I feel like I've given you lots of information. I've not asked anything in return.
I'll give you a cookie.
Arcane circle.
No, thank you. I'm gluten intolerant.
Okay. Well, Radoff, it seems like we need to get a control of this town first before we make any moves on this dragon. So why don't we all work as a team here to wipe out some of these blights and zombies, and that will maybe let us negotiate with these spiders, figure out something about this arcane circle, and deal with this dragon.
He says, well, I have already made intentions to head back into the woods. This arcane circle is not nearby per se. I will be heading that way in roughly another hour or so whenever the sun quits beating down so heavily.
You mentioned
Elewyn.
we're heading to Canaberry at some point. We actually came from there in a roundabout way.
Yes?
We took care of some orcs out that way, as well as a ghost lady.
Agatha, yes?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
Yep, well, hopefully that is one less thing I might have to deal with. However, I still need to go to her home and handle some things there. But
Oh, you're gonna
That's interesting. Can you tell me more about that?
I cannot. My order has certain things we must keep tight-lipped.
Interesting. Well, you'll find that her home is vacant now. We seem to have put her to rest.
He takes out a small notebook and a quill, and there's an inkwell on the counter. He kind of starts writing down some information. And he says, "I appreciate the information."
I crane my neck to see if there's anything interesting written there.
Nice.
he there's no way you're gonna look behind his book at all.
Board back.
Give me a perception check. If two
Who's
people
that?
want to do it.
There you go. I'll roll.
$10 and someone else.
Okay, I'm using this bardic
All right.
inspiration. Wait, has
15.
it been 10 minutes since our fight?
Okay.
Oh, 19 plus.
Woo! Yeah.
Where is it?
So 20.
20. Okay. Yeah. So you actually look at the book, and while you can't see in the book at all, you do notice that on the front is a embedded symbol that matches the one on his shoulder.
I just want to know what the symbol is.
I know.
I just want to know.
Somebody do digit like this.
What day?
Okay.
So I'm going to take out my notebook and draw the symbol.
Okay.
Oh, that'll mock him.
Well, Radoth, are you intending to return within a certain time frame, or?
What
However
you
long my
doing
work
tonight?
takes me, I'm not sure if I'll be back in a few hours or possibly a day or two.
But you feel like this arcane circle has something to do with the goings on here at Thundertree?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. This is still under preliminary investigation on my part. I'm just gathering as much information as possible to hopefully come to some sort of conclusion, or just get more information, or just get rid of any leads that don't lead anywhere.
He said it wasn't in this town, right? The circle?
Correct. So you have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, he mentioned that it's out in the woods somewhere.
Do we want to go through the town, or do we want to go take
Should
a
turn out.
nap?
I think
And he also mentions, says, if you have intent to go to the dragon, you would be able to get there without
dying.
pulling attention from the blights or the zombies or the spiders. I mean, they know not to go up there. You would possibly be able to sneak up through the thick brush and get up there to him directly. But again, it is not something I recommend to do on a whim. Dragons are quite powerful, even if he is young.
How do you kill a dragon, per se? Sir?
How do you
rip out
what?
it. How do you kill a dragon?
Hurt it until it dies.
How would you?
And he just looks over at Tindalos and taps his nose.
Does he know what type of dragon it is?
It is a green dragon. I'm not sure what. And he looks down. He looks down at Paul,
Time for a dragon.
and he says, "Your kind has caused quite a lot of trouble in these lands.
Hey, what do you mean by this kind?
Goblins."
Yep.
Elewyn says, "Oh no, he was just a really ugly goblin or a really ugly gnome."
He's just a really ugly gnome. Aww. Poor guy.
He
I don't
says, "Well," says, "I'm not sure why you've disbanded from your clan, but if you're with these folks who seem to be having some issues, I look forward to a new era from you."
Because he loves us.
For me, yes. For my clan, I don't know.
He says, "We can only control our own destinies and not those of others around us.
Too true.
Mhm.
So unless you guys have any other questions, about an hour goes by.
Radoth, is there like a key to this little hut that you've been staying in here? This seems pretty safe compared to the other locations, just in case we do need to stay locked away.
He walks over next to you guys, and there's a board against the wall, and he says, simply slide this into the brackets here, and it seems to hold the zombies around here. Not that strong. Spiders keep to their webbing. The blights, again, are weak. They're not able to break into this building.
And the spiders just stay towards their webbing at all times, or do they come out at night?
They do come out at night. They do hunt a bit, but during the day, they mainly rest and stay on their web.
Spiders be spiting.
Yep, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
I wish Radoth good luck on his journey.
Okay, so about an hour passes. We'll say it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun's gone over a bit more to the east. Yeah, he goes out the north door, and he wishes you luck, and he walks out into the woods and disappears.
Oh, well, she dipped. Loot the house.
Right?
Left
Are y'all going to loot the house?
I want to see if he left anything behind that's got that symbol on it.
No, it looks like he's taken anything that's his with him. There are a few items that look like they were repurposed and gathered from the ruins around in the city. It's just things that he's collected to make use. But if you do want to look at what's in them, you may roll a investigation check.
I investigate them.
While they do all this, can I go in the corner and meditate and take a short breath?
Yeah.
As my
So
elf self.
this whole conversation would have lasted about an hour because he was waiting an hour to leave. So yeah, you guys would have benefited from a short rest during this time.
Nice. Short rest.
Got it. Able.
A hit die?
So, group, it seems like we're probably not equipped to handle this dragon.
Definitely
However,
not.
I think we might have an easier time with these blights and these zombies here in town. Do you think we should make whatever headway we can, and maybe we take care of them and Radoth returns? And we can tackle the dragon together, or maybe there's one step closer to figuring out why this town's gone to shit, or we can deal with the spiders. Or...
Got it. Other than just brute blunt force.
Is there really anything that we need?
Where the fuck is like Proto Bag?
So, like, I would be in favor of like going and trying to clear out these blights and stuff, and looting these abandoned buildings and doing all that, because I don't think we can really do anything with the dragon right now. Or
Yeah.
I guess we could explore more of the town and find out where everything is, but
I like the
All right.
exploring idea.
Okay. So you guys want to explore town more? Where would you like to go first?
What time of day is it?
it's like 2 in the
It's
afternoon.
roughly, yeah, 2.
Okay.
I think he said spiders were immediately to the east of us in these ruins, right?
So we got a farm,
He indicated to you here
Yeah.
and here.
stores.
Yeah.
Let's go along the path we go in, and I want to find this alchemy shop.
And we know for sure there's an alchemy shop here,
Yeah, and there's a chest.
It's on the east side of town.
but he doesn't know which one it is.
Oh, you guys, I'm about the east side of town.
Alright,
That
I'm
is-
going that. Elewyn's going that way.
Good one?
I just gotta go find out. That's all. I have no idea.
Okay. Let's see. Where did Elewyn go? Okay, so you go up that way.
Where you going, Elewyn? I can't see.
Okay, what is y'all's marching order then? Elwyn's up first. Guys, put your markers behind Elewyn.
I saw.
Somebody move my mark for me.
Yeah. Do you want to be what placement do you want to be, Rav?
I don't care. Wait a second.
Second.
I'm still gonna keep my.
Okay. So as you guys all move forward,
I'm looking for any traps or
okay,
signs
give me
of some disturbances.
Elwyn and Rav, give me a perception check. Azariah, also give me a perception check.
13.
10.
10. Okay.
9.
9.
All is well.
Right.
Okay. So you guys don't necessarily notice anything ahead or behind you, but at this intersection, at the intersection near the middle of the village, a narrow lane winds up the steep hillside to the north. Directly to the south is a ruined building that might have been a store or a workshop. Webs stretch across the lane from the building to trees on the north side of the road. So it looks like...
I was literally going to ask you if it was reasonable to assume that there would be spider webs out there since it was the afternoon. If I'd have to worry about it, but I didn't say it. I'm shaking my head.
Are those webs kind of in our way?
They are.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take
What?
You cut out, man.
my stick. Wait, does it have fire magic first, real quick?
Say again?
But what if these spiders that we're trying to befriend don't take nicely to us cutting down their property?
Why are we trying to be friends with spiders?
I don't know. That's what Radolf said. He seemed like a reasonable individual.
Radolf indicated to you that being an individual, he would have a hard time defeating these spiders on his own, so he's gearing more towards negotiation.
I see.
They are supposed to be sleeping right now, supposedly.
Well,
so maybe we
their
can...
web
I
is in
was
our...
gonna say, has anybody ever taken a lighter to a spider web before?
I'm not trying to burn down their whole webbing. That's gonna wake up like mama bees.
Well, why not? No. Look,
So you
know
guys...
it's spider webbing, it's whatever part. So all we have to do is literally just burn a hole through that part of the webbing,
Well, they'll notice.
and then sneak up. Who cares? They can rebuild it later.
What were you going to say, Alex?
We'll be long gone by then.
Nothing, go ahead.
Anyways, can I go around it through the trees or the woods?
So this brush to the north is extremely thick. You would take 1d4 minus 1 damage going through the thorns here.
So who's up for burning down the spider web?
How about we mage hand pluck the string on a spider?
I pull out my torch and then cast prestidigitation on it to light it, and I set the torch to the spiderweb.
There we go.
Okay.
Could have just held it down.
Are you your hand touching it or are you tossing it?
My hand could have held it down.
And my hand touching the web is what you're saying?
Yeah, with the torch.
I have a torch.
So you're not tossing it on the web. You're going up to it and
yeah,
okay.
yeah, holding
Okay,
it out
so-
underneath it or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Burn a hole through.
Roll d20 and add your dexterity.
That would be a 19.
19, okay. And go ahead and roll a d4.
God.
4.
4, that crits because it is vulnerable to fire. Yeah, it immediately begins to burn up.
Nice.
There we go.
Another villain defeated.
Right?
Oh no, it's burning. Look at it burn.
All right, you burned off a section of the web.
Walk
Are you
onto
going to
it now.
continue forward and continue burning it?
I do it again.
We just need that big enough space to
Give me a
walk.
reroll.
Yeah, roll again to hit.
Oh,
Can I
that was a
just
7.
check my bow, please, just in case.
7.
it pops
Yeah.
out?
Okay, so you go to burn it out, and the web is actually you hit your wrist on it.
Of
The
course
torch
I do.
flies out of your hand,
Why
and you
not?
are currently adhered to the web.
Do I have any hands free?
Yeah, you have your other hand. I assume you weren't holding
Okay.
two-handing that
No,
torch
no.
there.
Okay. Can I reach my dagger and start to try to cut myself down?
As you begin
ask them
to do
cut
that-
me down.
Oh boy.
Ask them to help get me down quickly.
Hold on. How big is this guy?
I was fine.
As you begin to do that, a spider crawls over the top of the wall and makes contact with you. Everyone, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, but I said
Here
I
we
read.
go.
Oh, can I shoot at it first?
Nope.
Dang it.
That was pretty good. Oh, we rolled the same.
Oh, go back. Down 6. Run. All right, Paul, what did you get?
19.
19. Azariah,
20.
20. Tindalos,
18.
18. Dang, Rav.
4.
Oh no.
Elewyn.
22.
Wow.
All right.
Elewyn,
First up is Elewyn. Elewyn.
Will you read the full initiative real quick?
Yes. Elewyn.
Uh-huh.
Azariah. Paul. Tindalos.
Do not growl at me. man.
Spider. Rav.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, Elewyn, you are up first. You are currently restrained, I believe. Is that creating?
I did
Did you
reach
take
for
an
my
action?
dagger. I believe I said I'd reach for my dagger before we rolled initiative, right?
Well, as I was
Or what do
describing
you
it,
wanna do?
all the spider
Sure.
crawled up at once.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you retrieve your dagger. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's a free action to do so.
So then restrained. Oh God. Let's see. I want to try to cut myself down with my dagger that I have in my hand.
Okay, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Is she just stuck?
Yeah, she's currently stuck.
5, so 22.
22, you hit it. Roll damage.
Yep. My normal dagger damage.
Yep.
4.
4 damage.
Yep.
You see this giant spider being a tiny creature. You'd easily slide into the maw of this giant spider. You quickly slice the webbing, but it is still holding by just a little thread, so you're still restrained.
I use my bardic inspiration to sing beautiful notes, and I sing to. Oh God, who would be best? I guess Tindalos, and I say. I sing, "Get me the fuck out of here." I'm not gonna actually sing.
Eh,
But it's like beautiful. It's crisp. It's golden. It's inspiring.
Okay. All right. Next up is Azariah.
Do I have full view of it?
It actually has partial cover because it's just peeking its head over the thing. If you wanted to move to like here, because there's trees here covering. So if you wanted to move to like this square or this
Yeah.
square, you could see it within range.
I'm gonna step first square by Tindalos.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah. And I if I try for the links, do I have disadvantage?
No, but because it's covered, it does have additional AC to it, so it's covered better. But yeah, I mean that's kind of all that's exposed. It has like two legs over the front, and like its head is kind of poking over, so it has cover.
And he's just on the wall right now, right?
Correct.
I try and pin one of his legs to the wall with my bow and arrow.
Yes. So whenever you call out certain shots or stuff like this, like I want to break his arm, I want to pin his leg. Pinning his leg is actually a specific thing I think like rangers get or something. But if you roll like a natural 20, I'll then make him roll to see if he gets pinned because that's a very like
Okay.
Like you have to be a certain class to do that. But I'll yeah, if you get in that 20, then we'll talk.
But if not, just damage him, right?
Yeah, if you hit him, you still damage him. It's just in order for us to even consider him being pinned, we're gonna have to do a little more.
You can do it, little die.
Like I did when I was gonna run through a wall.
Right.
Okay.
14
where's my
plus
bow?
6 is
20. Not a nat 20.
Cool,
just over 20.
Yeah, you hit him even with the cover. You hit him in the leg. Go and roll your damage.
Put it back
I'm gonna
in.
get 3d6 on this.
He's not close. Is he close enough? Can I get
You
my
have
seat?
assassinate. He hasn't moved yet, so you have advantage.
You went first in the round.
because you have advantage.
Oh,
Oh, roll again to see if you get a natural 20 since you have advantage.
She did.
I did that.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
That's the only reason I didn't totally miss.
15.
15.
15? Okay. Wow. All right.
Oh, plus 4.
Plus 4?
Yeah, because it's
Jesus.
You
19?
did.
plus 4,
Oh.
and then the extra 2d6. So 19 damage.
Wow. All right. You.
I just wanted to
That-
do
That's sneak attack.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna dodge back to my original spot behind the tree.
Okay.
I get a bonus action.
All
Yeah.
right, Paul, it is your turn.
I think Paul is going to cast
That would be a roll.
Hold Person. Oh wait, no, that's
Okay.
a humanoid. Never mind. Let's just do Raven Feeblement.
All right.
Uh, 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
The target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the end of turn. Till the spell lives.
Wait, don't I have to make a... Oh, okay, on a hit it deals damage, and then, okay. Half damage. Weapon attacks that use strength?
Yes.
All right.
Sweet.
It can make a con at the end of it at the end of its turn.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. That's a concentration, so I'll be concentrating on it.
All right, Tindalos, you're up.
I face. And what's the Alright, I have 16. 21.
Nice.
Sorry, what'd you say, Tindalos?
21 to hit.
21, that hits. Okay, yep.
We could try negotiate.
Shit, what the fuck is the dog?
Because I'm sure he's going to just call his lovely other spider friends.
Oh.
Did you roll damage?
Oh yeah, 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing over those pups. All right. So yeah, you blast that black ichor into the face of the spider, and it just goes limp and slides back underneath.
Thank you.
Underneath the wall. It falls and goes down. Anything else you like to do?
Get Elewyn off
Done?
the
Okay.
web.
Am I free to attempt to tug Elewyn off the web at this point?
No, you still have a bonus action and movement.
Okay.
Lucky.
I'm gonna stay there. I'm done.
Okay. Next up is the dead spider. He's done. A second spider is going to crawl from this corner. I'm just using the same icon. He was originally here. He climbs up the wall to the top of the tree, and he's going to shoot down a webbing onto Azariah.
I did take dodge. Does it help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 5 hits, so I'll roll with disadvantage. I got a 16 and an 18, so 21 to hit.
Rude! Yeah, that is.
You are wrapped in webbing. It bends its thorax down towards you and blasts the web at you. Where's the web come out? Yeah, whatever, I don't know where the web comes.
Abdomen.
Thank you. And it wraps around you, and you are currently restrained. It is then going to use a little movement to get on the backside of the tree. So it's like that tree, we'll say, is about 20 foot tall. It's about 5 feet from the top of it, so it's getting cover. Next up is Rav.
Yes, sir.
Rav, you see Elewyn is still has her arm caught in the web. Azariah gets wrapped up in a web.
Spider burrito right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right next to Elewyn. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a short cut.
You have what?
I have a short sword. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, roll to hit.
16.
So 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 3 plus 3 is 6.
Okay, yeah. So Elewyn, you are now cut free.
Nice.
You're no longer restrained. Rav, you still have your movement and your bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay. Fist of Fury.
So the only other spider that you currently see is 15 foot off the ground in a tree that's about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. So instead of Fist of Fury, let's do Acrobats of Fury in tree.
You want to try and climb the tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I can. Acrobatics is 5. All right.
Roll d20.
I got 14 plus 5, 19.
Okay, you want to climb all the way up to the spider?
I mean, I want to be on the other limb from it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The opposite limb. I want to just like kind of.
You have just enough movement to get up right next to it.
All right.
So you're 15 feet off the ground in the tree next to this giant spider. Anything else?
The question is, was Auntie with me or was Monty with Azariah last?
No, I gave him.
Monty Wit in Azariah's backpack.
No, because
Okay.
we're at the.
Did you-
Before we went into the house, I said I released Monty to go back her up. When we went
Okay.
to go.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping.
Well, you didn't say it, so Monty's up in the tree with you.
Is Monty?
Yeah, Monty's up in it.
Well, good, because he would be restrained with me right now, so at least he's free.
Well, if he was in the backpack, maybe he could have popped his head out and started like gnawing at some
Yeah,
webbing.
well, I'm a burrito.
He's
so.
in a tree with me, and I can't like jump back.
Can't what?
Can't jump to the spider and bite, then
No.
jump back safely. Can't.
Nope. No.
No. Okay, there. That's what I was. No. Monty.
Okay.
He growls
Is that your?
intimidatingly. Can he intimidate the spider? All right.
No.
Aw.
Tiny Yorkie cannot intimidate a giant spider.
Tiny.
He can.
Anything else you want to do, Rob?
No.
Okay. Elewyn, you're up.
Okay.
that's it. I'm
I
just
am
gonna
liberated
kinda
from
stay
this.
in this
Azariah
zone.
is in the web, correct?
Yes, Azariah is wrapped up in web.
And the only spider that we see is this.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers
Ooh.
on the spider. I whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice within range can see. It is within range, which is 60 feet. Must make a wisdom save throw.
6.
That does not succeed. The target will take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
No.
All right, where are you? You're there. So
Sorry,
it goes
Raph,
15 feet down. Okay, so now it's like on top of this thick bush, crawling away.
and I only rolled 7 damage, but
Okay.
hey, it's 7 damage.
All right. Anything else? You want to move or anything?
I'll take like maybe a step or two away from the spider web.
Okay.
In case there's a
All
breeze.
right.
Is that okay?
Next up. Yeah. Azariah, you're up.
What? I don't know what I could do.
You are restrained. Your speed becomes 0. You cannot benefit from anything of speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage. And you also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Can I? Because I don't know how I'm restrained in the web, but can I reach my dagger and try and slowly cut the webs like off?
Yeah. Yeah, it says you can make an attack. You have disadvantage on the attack, so roll with disadvantage.
You
Sad
can also
face.
just attack the spider.
I want to get out of my web. Okay, that's what I should.
all the spiders.
The other one's a 7.
Yeah. Where's my dagger?
The dagger's
13?
6.
13.
13. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Dagger
Wait.
is
Yeah, that's right. Where did it? Why do I always lose them? Damn it. Got the one.
Well,
Is that your total damage? Don't you have like plus
Plus 4. Sorry, 5.
5? That is just enough to cut through the webbing. You just take time and cut it all off around you, and you regain your movement, and you still have a bonus action.
Ha! mm. I am just gonna. How far away is he in the back now?
The spider?
15
He's 15 feet from you. And this is all of this thick bush here is all difficult terrain for you guys.
Can I?
So it's getting twice as much.
Can I try and go? Do I? You said, do I have my move back or no?
Yes.
Can I go around the side of Tindalos and try to hide by that bush. Right
Yeah.
there.
You use a bonus action to hide.
All right. Sure, come on.
Is that what you're doing? Bonus action hide.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll a stealth check, and if I try to find you, remind me what that number is whenever you get it. All right. Next up is Paul.
Sarah, come on. Sarah.
I'll do Told the Dead on the spider.
Okay, and he is injured, so it's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
He rolled a 4.
Wisdom. Alright, so since he's injured, it's 1d12.
All right.
Get him, Paul.
Yeah, it's dice falling all around me. One damage.
Ha. All right.
What did
Very cute.
the freaking spell or whatever that Paul did last time do? Can't remember what it did.
Oh,
Ray of
Elewyn.
Enfeeblement.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, it
damage.
made it. Yeah, but
It
we
made
killed
it
that
weaker,
first spider.
but then it died.
Oh.
So
Hey,
if
guys,
it was,
going-
so if it came up to try to I was hoping to bite or something, it would do less damage.
Okay. I was just curious. I just couldn't remember.
All right. Anything else for you, Paul?
No, I think it has other people to attack. So I don't think I'll say where it's at on that.
All right. $10.
I still see it from where I am.
No, I'd say that tree is
How about
probably in the way.
about
Yeah.
I run-
There you go.
All right. And then I Eldritch Blasted.
Eldritch Blast.
Black Picker. Oh, well,
Oh no.
I rolled a natural 1.
No.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Your gunk got stuck up in your hand.
I wiped the gunk off my arm, and I kind of moved back up this way,
Okay.
and I'm done.
All right. Next up is the spider. It's going to see if it regains its web ability. 6 does. It is going to
Aw.
turn, and it's going to shoot web at Rav up in the tree.
Oh no, Rev.
It rolls a 19. Rav, you are now wrapped in web.
Wait, don't I
Um,
get a save throw or something?
Nope. He just gets to try and attack you and hit you. He's then going to crawl back up the tree, and shaking the tree, I'm going to say you have to give me a dexterity save with disadvantage to see if you can maintain balance as you're wobbling, feet locked together on a limb.
Just gonna roll out of the tree.
Fucking hate y'all.
8? Oh.
No, I said I fucking hate y'all. I got an 11.
11?
But I need to go look at my paper.
Is that
Hold
with
on.
your modifier?
I need my modifier. Hold on.
Dex save. And did you roll disadvantage?
Yes, I roll with disadvantage. Roll to take the lowest.
Hey,
Alright.
that's a
Dex
burrito.
save is +3, so I got a 14.
Needed a 15. You'd fall. And
No,
you take
come.
5 damage as you fall prone to the ground.
Oh no, Sprout. Dang it.
And now, Rav, it is your turn. So you're currently prone and restrained.
That's hot.
You want to try? You can either pull out your short sword to break out, trying to attack the web, or you can do a strength check to try and bust out using raw strength.
Yeah, punch it.
Yeah, bust out of there with those muscles.
Can I see if the raw strength will work first, and then try my sword?
Nope, it's your action to attempt to bust out.
Oh, all right. You know what? Let's go by pure strength. I punched the wall. Got a 15.
15 does it.
Nope.
So you're down there and you
Oh.
just flex,
Yeah, that's
What?
you bust out of the webbing. Use half of
That
your
really
movement.
worked.
Use half your movement to stand back up,
Okay,
And the
well,
spider is again 15 feet above you.
I got another 30 of movement.
Your movement is 60.
I'm first putting my backpack down.
You're doing
Satchel
what?
off.
Okay,
Taking
the
off
dog.
the satchel. The dog's down. Okay?
Okay.
And, yeah. Acrobatics. I got a 14 plus 5. 19.
All right, you're right. You fall. You get back up again. You know, so you climb back up the tree, and you get face to face with this spider, and that's all your movement, and that's all your turn.
Okay. It is now Monty's turn.
Okay, what is Monty gonna do?
It's on the ground, right?
Bark at the tree.
He's on the ground.
Like I said, intimidation. Do
Okay,
your job.
roll-
Inspire.
Sure, roll an intimidation check.
Got a 13.
Spider's not intimidated.
All right.
One of these days, Monty.
Yeah, 2 natural 20s in a row, maybe. Elewyn, your turn.
Right.
I'm just gonna. Wait, is anybody restrained? No.
Thank
No.
you.
No.
Okay.
I would go on.
I am just gonna go ahead and try another dissonant whisper. So wisdom save for the spider.
Okay.
This is Spider-Man.
15.
15.
Very
It does
smart.
save, so it takes half the normal damage, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah,
Talking to you.
half normal damage and does not have to move away. So roll. Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
5, half of 5, so what? 2.
2. Damage.
Damn.
All right, do you want to move or anything?
Yes, absolutely, I do. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get into here, or is this brush?
That's okay. You can get there.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that's difficult terrain. Getting into it is kind of easy, but if you want to move out,
Okay.
if you wanted to move like here, that'd be 10 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I still want to do that.
Okay.
I give you a high five on the way by.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Azariah,
We'll
you're up.
actually touch elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, social distancing.
Close to each other right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these squares are 6 feet, not 5 feet.
All right, I'm gonna pop back out of my bush hiding spot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot him with my bow again.
Okay, and Rav is engaged with it, so you do get sneak attack if you hit.
Sweet. I was gonna
Yeah.
ask. I did anyway, so.
Somebody.
Nice.
Good. I was gonna ask you to do my math. 23.
Hits.
Is this short bow, I assume?
Yeah.
Well, you got me.
My short bow.
Alright, so you're going to get 3d6 plus 4. So, 14.
14.
All right, you blast this thing in.
One of the eyeballs. I'm sure he has many.
Should be good.
Yeah, you hit it right in the face, and it looks very injured. Its legs start to slip on the branch it's on, but it's still hanging in there. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna go back into hiding.
Okay. Bonus action hide because you're rogue. Paul, your turn.
Yeah.
Creature's bleeding pretty heavily. The
No
blood
one
is
says
dripping
kick
down the branches.
Paul.
I'll do Toll the Dead again.
Okay, and that's a whiz save.
Yeah.
3.
And this time I would like to remember that I'm a goblin and also include Fury of the Small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 total.
Nice.
10 total. You kill this thing.
Yeah.
Its brain is racked with pain as it falls and tumbles and boom, 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 hits branches on the way down, falls unconscious and curls its legs.
It's fallen.
Somebody light it on fire.
Tindalos, do you want to
Does anybody have like vials or anything like that? I wonder if we could like get any of its
Yeah,
poison.
extract
Can we
this-
select its strings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take its webbing.
I'm not pushing that
You
button.
got so what? So
We
you guys
lose
are out
spider.
of combat. You lose
Lose
spider.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Is there any sort of way we could like get like? Does anybody have a? I'm trying to think.
So I think Tindalos would have some jars. Or vials, whatever you want to call them.
I should have some for my medicine.
I know I have.
All right. So who is attempting? Only one person can attempt to gather anything from a creature at a time. Who wants to do this?
Can I
I
gather
don't have a
venom?
receptacle.
I was guys, I don't have anything to put it in, so it's not me.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to put it in.
Oh, really?
All right. So
Okay.
no one.
I should have something for my medicine, right? My medicine kit?
Do you have a medicine kit?
Yes, I have a medicine kit. I am positive in medicine. I'm an herbalist or something.
Well, it should be actually in your inventory. So being proficient in medicine is
Yeah,
different
my
than
inventory.
having.
I've got a medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll say you have a small vial in there. Why not? Go ahead and give me a survival check to see if you can harvest. Where are you trying to harvest from it?
As
Venom?
we were seeing if we could get like venom or anything like that.
Something?
Okay.
That had, like,
Roll survival check.
Can I just have the thing after you get the venom?
Oh.
I just want the necklace.
Alright, let me look at my survival.
You want to get a fang?
Sure.
Is that what you said, Azariah?
If she was taking the venom out of a thing, I just wanted the thing afterwards to make a necklace. But that's only.
I got a 17 with survival.
Okay. So you go and you begin to find the way to milk the venom out of this spider, and you have a vial of reddish liquid from this fang.
Ugh,
Ooh, cool.
gross.
Everyone says
What is
gross.
it called?
So write down red vial from giant spider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I now try and
Do what
remove
I
the
can
thing?
do for
Yeah. Do survival checks. Yeah, survival. Yeah.
Can I just cut off some meat for like dinner?
Yep. Yep.
You are just
Roll survival check as well, Paul.
I got an 11.
An 11. So you pull the fang out, and instead of having like a nice long fang, you actually chip it halfway. But it's a giant spider, so instead of it being like maybe 6 inches, 8 inches, it's more like 2 to 3. It's a
Oh, that's
small.
good. It's necklace
Yeah, it's
size.
still a fang, but it's not the whole thing.
I'm gonna take some of my twine and
You see my fang.
And Paul, what'd you get?
19.
19.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get in there, and as they're doing that, you're in the back and like just cutting, like talking,
some-
and like, yeah, the best part of the spiders back
Yeah.
here. You just-
You got the
Oh
spider
my-
fillet
yeah,
get all
there's
the
like,
extracted.
yeah. So you got the. I'll say you have 7 persons servings. You have enough servings for like 7 like meals, like small meals. So you can write 7 spider meat or something if you want to write it down. But yeah, so you collect that. Do you guys? I assume you probably burned down the rest of the web.
I would like to.
Yeah, with enough
I would like
time.
to recover my torch.
Yeah, nothing interacting with you guys at this point. You'll gather to the front of this area, and before we continue, we are going to pause there, and we will pick up there next time.
Alrighty.
All right, so with the recording, is there any notes you want to leave yourself? So like whenever you re-listen to this, like, oh, I got this, I got that. Where's Monty? You took a short rest today. It's roughly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Radolf just left to go inspect this arcane circle out in the woods. He told you He told you where Cragmaw Castle is. He told you he knows where the Wave Echo Cave is, and will give you the location as long as you defeat the dragon.
No.
But we gotta grind some XP first.
Yeah.
You guys got some. Yeah, you guys got. With everything you just killed. So that's 600. How many players are 5? So you got 120 experience each.
Oh boy.
Are we leveled up yet?
I don't know. Are you? Is someone
Oh,
keeping track of your XP?
I
No.
did last time.
Everything cut
Yeah,
out.
you have to hit certain tiers to level up, so you need to be writing it down.
Paul
anyone
has, Paul has milestone advancement turned on, so he doesn't have any.
Okay, that's fine. I will do milestones then. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
best.
So I was at 310. And you said plus 120?
120. Yeah. Don't worry about writing it down. I'll let you know when you guys level up. I'll just make I'll just keep track of it.
Yeah, I think when we first.
All right, because I don't have I tried using the D&D Beyond app. I don't know. I didn't do well with it.
Gotcha.
So I'm sticking
Don't
All
worry about it.
good.
Any notes you guys want to leave yourselves or your group?
Our short rest was only when we were at what's his face.
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, if we need to do a long rest again, we can go back in that place, I suppose. Which we'll definitely need to do before the dragon. But
Yeah,
I
we'll do
do
that
need
after we search
Is
this
that-
house.
I've
Probably.
gone through a good amount of spell slots, and I think I only have like one more inspiration already.
We can do it after we search that little area, maybe.
I'm gonna need to get my health back anyway.
Yeah, we'll just do that next time. I don't think
Cool.
I.
So, the 17th next week's Mother's Day.
What date is
We'll plan for that, but that might change. I'll just have to see.
I
Oh,
could
wait.
do Friday the 15th or Sunday the 17th, either one. But you said
Okay.
Sundays work best.
Yeah. Right now it looks like I'm still having Fridays and Sundays off until
Cool.
so as long as he keeps the schedule the way it is, I should still be good on both days.
Yeah, we're good on whatever day.
Cool. Sounds good. I will I'm gonna hit stop record.